got the right bitch. No lefty, walking my truth, don't fuck with my 17 crawl for you walk. Run it, catch me, got a sharp tongue, spit it, machete. Mean beat, but a nigga never slept me. Watch your mouth, unless you wanna catch these. Mic check, testing, testing. Can you hear me? Hey, honey, can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Let me know if y'all can hear y'all girl too. Child, that was a whack rhyme. That was a whack rhyme, honey. Guys, gals, and guys, honey. Yes, honey. I am your host, Bre Starr, and I'm here tonight with the mess, honey. We about to kiki tonight. Yes. No politics, honey. We not talk about diaper booty. We not talk about rump roast running the country. We not talk about no real serious topics tonight. At least not compared to usual, honey. Baby, we gonna get into a kiki and a cut up tonight. I needed a break. I needed a break from the foolishness, so I took it that y'all needed a break too. Honey. But before we get into it real quick, I'll handle that later. Let's jump right into it. Honey, baby, now y'all know we keeps up with y'all auntie over here. Y'all know we keeps up with y'all auntie over here, and you know we keeps up with her hairstyles, honey. Please tell me why y'all auntie got this one on. Please tell me why y'all auntie is rocking this one. Can y'all please tell me why the auntie is on Tamara Hall with this foolishness on? Honey, I don't know if it's a 27 piece. I don't know if it's a 26 piece. I don't know if it's a shake and go, but I know it should have been shook and left the hell home. That's what I know. I know it shouldn't have been shaken on Tamara. Oh, see, this is what I be talking about with y'all auntie. And then y'all be saying that I be hating on the auntie and all that, and I'm not respecting my elders and all that. Honey, your auntie is not respecting us by wearing this hair in public. Auntie Porter, I love you dearly. Hate this wig. Honey, I believe that this is a new cut, new color from this one. I think it's a new cut, new color from this one. Now, y'all know them synthetic wigs. Y'all know the Cynthia wigs, the Cynthia synthetic wigs. Y'all know how they get nappy, especially when you get a piece of blonde up there, honey. She got a shake and go. It's a Cynthia and it's blonde. So we knew that that wasn't lasting past this interview. Then it didn't even make it to the interview. Look at it. Honey, it's giving used SOS pad. Honey, yes, on that little, on the bouffant. On the bouffant, honey. But she said that she's going to cut it. You know, when them Cynthias get real naughty, you got to cut it. It looked like she tried to add some water to it, honey, and we ended up getting what we had got on Tamara. Oh, child, I don't know who she was supposed to have been channeling, honey. I hope she wasn't channeling a Holly Berry in the 90s. Because this won't it. This didn't make the cut or the color. Now, this is when she was fresh. Honey, that's when she had a little jerry to her. Yeah, a little jerry curl. That's when she had a little activator on her. Yeah, honey, that curl was activated on that wig when she first wore it. By the time she had wore it again, honey, it had deactivated. Yes, honey, child, honey, I wish it had deactivated from her closet. Auntie, I love you down. I got some wigs over here I don't even wear. I swear to God, you can have them. Yes, Lord, honey. Yes, you can, Auntie, because I love you dearly. Now, this Beyonce, it wasn't a Beyonce. It was a Beyonce. Honey, now this Beyonce I thought was real cute for you, Auntie. You know, you never push somebody down without extending a hand to lift them up. Auntie, this Beyonce was becoming. Auntie, honey, you was even feeling like cunt your stuff in the Beyonce, wasn't she? Alright, she was feeling like Puss straight from the neuter. Honey, like Puss straight from the vet is what she was feeling like, honey. Yeah, y'all see how them lips is turned up with the chicken grease on, honey. Yes, honey. She was at the Patron. She's at the Patron event, honey, with her Beyonce on. I'd rather see you Beyonce than amongst. I'd rather see you in the Beyonce than the amongst. Honey, amongst, this is amongst one of the worst wigs I've seen in my life. I'd rather see you in the Beyonce than the amongst, because you are amongst the Hollywood elite. So you shouldn't be wearing wigs that should be amongst the floor in the hair store, honey. Auntie Billy, this is amongst. And no. I'm not going to get on that bottom, bro. Because Lord knows, honey, my teeth is loose as a goose right now, honey. Yeah, child, honey, getting plastic surgery in my face and messed them teeth up. Honey, I think Auntie just wasn't taking care of her. Child, Auntie, we both need to get a veneer on that bottom, bro. Auntie, I ain't lying to you. But I ain't going to talk about you in that bottom, bro. I'm going to leave that up to the other children that go in on you and your bottom, bro. But I want you to know, Auntie Billy Porter, I am grateful for you. You are smart. You are kind. And you are important. I'm glad that you are here, honey. We know about your sepsis scare. We talked about it over here, honey. Yet you use that as an excuse to say, fuck Nicki Minaj. Yeah. Glad you made it. Glad you're here, honey. Hope you're doing a wonderful job on the cabaret. I will be checking out the Hunger Games when it comes out. Honey, y'all said leave Auntie alone, so let's move on to the next case.
Sorry, let my hair go, yeah.
Yes, honey. Trigger warning, violence. Honey, trigger warning, honey, violence. I think it's a domestic, but I'm not sure. Y'all gonna have to help me figure it out.
Tyra, let my hair go, yeah. I don't couch it. Tyra, let my hair go. Because you supposed to be in the house. You supposed to be in the house, Tyra. Let my hair go. You doing too much. Why you didn't come home last night? You should have came home last night. You doing too much. I'm sorry, y'all. She was out cheating last night. Doing too much. Get in the house. I'm sorry, y'all. Get in the house, Tyra. Come on. Cheating last night.
I hope Tyra was not out cheating last night with that on. Honey, y'all just wears anything to the hookups now, don't you? Tyra was out cheating last night, honey, and she had on dirty pajama bottoms, honey. Tyra bald head ass is outside. Tyra outside more than me. Tyra is an inanimate object. Tyra, we don't condone domestic violence even when it's inanimate objects, honey. We don't. Child, why he? God. All I did was come on the internet. I swear to God, all I did was open the app on my phone and it was right there, honey.
Tyra, let my hair go. Yeah, I don't couch it. Tyra, let my hair go.
Tyra, why is you pulling his hair, Tyra?
You supposed to be in the house, Tyra.
Oh, Lord, look at the Asian people.
You doing too much. Why you didn't come home last night?
Tyra done got rigor mortis. Tyra done got stiff.
You doing too much.
You better check Tyra pulse.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Tyra, you might want to put
Doing too much.
Might want to put a spoon in Tyra's mouth, because I think Tyra is seasoned, honey. And look at the Asian people pretending they don't see the crazy nigga. Honey, the Asian child is looking. Honey, baby, honey. They say she ain't Noxema Jackson, but Tu Wong Fu. I know that's right.
Leave me alone.
Child. I don't know why y'all keep letting y'all gay friends and family members have their domestic situations out in public for all of us to see. I swear to God, all I did was open the app. I swear all I did was open the app. I didn't hit explore, honey. I didn't search. I didn't type in crazy. I didn't do none of that. I just opened up the damn app. And you know how these videos be coming to me? Because y'all be reposting. Get into the faggotry of it all, honey. The faggot tree of it all, huh?
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I will stop this police car. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You need to leave my building. 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 Okay.
Honey, baby, I suggest you leave his building because it looked like you might got some Tina on you. It looked like you might got some Tina in your pocket or something, and I don't want them boys to roll up and pat you down and then you be in a paddy wagon. I don't want that to happen, love. So I suggest you take this young man's advice and leave him alone. If you don't want to hurt him, and if you sorry, honey, actions speak louder than words. Respect his request and keep it pumping in your CD shoes. What is CD, y'all? Who makes CD shoes? Y'all, what is these CDs? What are those? What is a CD? I know it ain't a Christian Dior. Honey, what is a CD? Other than a cross dresser, what is a CD shoe? Honey, child. I know for sales, you can call 347. What's the rest of them? 347 465 3880 for sales. Child, honey, but
My brother has an announcement.
But you know it's equal opportunity over here. You know it's equal opportunity over here. We got to talk about the foolishness amongst the gays. We got to talk about the foolishness amongst the straights and the domestics. In the domestics, honey. We done had a domestic with an inanimate object. We done had a domestic with the gays. So we got to have a domestic amongst the straights. Honey, they ain't domesticated well.
My brother has an announcement to make.
I don't mean no harm. I blame him. I blame him and not the young sister. Because I'll be goddamned if you going to propose to me in Chick-fil-A. Honey, they don't even like queers. And you think you going to propose to me in Chick-fil-A? Honey, they is Republicans. They Trump supporters. And you think you going to propose to me in Chick-fil-A? We ain't even got to the fact that it's fast food. What kind of nigga stereotypes is this for you to be proposing to me around fried chicken? You're going to have to get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to marry and get somebody else to do the proposing. Because what we not going to do is accept it in Chick-fil-A. Honey, I know you lying. Honey, you think you going to record her with her winter coat on and you kicking and cutting up? First of all, y'all too young to be getting engaged. Anyway, honey, y'all don't look 30. Y'all don't look over 30 to me, honey. I would have been carded. Honey, had you came in Royal Farms trying to buy a pack of blacks, I would have been carded. If you getting carded, you too young to get married. If y'all really going to be together till the end of time, it could wait till you 30. Y'all can stay engaged from 25 to 30. Anything you doing before 25 is just stupid. Honey, you don't even know what sex is yet. Not good. Not the good ones. Not the climatic. Honey, I know you lying.
Let's show some love.
The straights. And since we talk about the foolishness of the straights, now this is a skit. However, this skit encompasses. It includes everything with these pop the balloon foolishness that y'all straight people be doing. All the pop the balloon foolishness, honey, is summed up in this one video. I'm proud of you niggas for creating it and blowing it up. But honey, I want y'all to stop popping. I swear to God, this is what it gives. This is what we see.
For our next single, guys.
What's happening?
Okay, well, everyone popped their balloon, but I need your name.
Are you gonna give them like new balloon and stuff?
Well, first we have to introduce you, and
No,
then
they don't
find.
have balloon now. Is it pop the balloon?
They
They
popped the
need.
balloon already. Yeah. So they
So
just.
the game has started.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure if this is a skit. If so, he's a good actor. I think this might have been possibly real.
Now.
Yes, it already started. So
Okay, so do I just like go and start
no,
talking?
no, you stay your name, your age,
Oh,
and your occupation.
but what's it? They need. Why are they popping the balloon like that? So I haven't even said anything yet.
Well, they pop based off of appearance first off, so they just pop if they're not interested, keep if they are.
No, that's not what they told me backstage. Now they said I'll come and play pop the balloon. I haven't even played anything yet.
Well,
So can we let's do it again? Because I don't think they understand. You're supposed to wait for me. I haven't even arrived. So when I speak, then I haven't even said. Yeah, I think they don't. They know?
no,
Do they know how
they
they're supposed to
know.
play it?
Yeah, that's how the game goes. They
No,
know.
I think let's do new balloon. A
You
new
want a
set.
new set of balloons?
No, I think they don't know how to play. Sometimes you have to explain the rules and stuff
I
to them.
don't know. We can do. I mean,
Yeah,
do you want
the
to?
way she
You guys
doesn't.
want to reset the balloon? All right,
Yeah,
you guys. Okay, let's reset the balloon.
See, I don't, I'm thinking that this might not be a skit, and this is no disrespect to people with accents. I'm not xenophobic. I swear to God, when I'm not in the U.S., I lie and say I'm not from here. I don't have no problem with accents, honey. Y'all heard my Spanish is horrible. Um, shit, you ain't even supposed to pronounce the H. See what I'm saying? The accent and the internationality of it is giving me the impression that he might be serious. He might not be as familiar with American culture. He might not be as familiar how to pop the balloon goes down.
Balloon, so
But he's recommending that they give a try again because he didn't even get to talk.
we can have a full game. Is what you're saying? It was too short. It was.
no, I think it was a mistake. They don't because they don't. They're looking now. Look at. Can you explain the rules to them?
They know the rules. They know.
No, let's try again. I think they popped it by
You want a
mistake.
second
Yes, right.
chance?
No, it's the first
Okay.
chance. That first one was not the real
All right.
chance.
Well, we started. This is not typical, but okay.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, you see, they have. I think what happened was they didn't. You have to explain the rules to them
Oh, okay.
and stuff. Okay.
Okay. So everyone is aware of the rules.
Yeah.
Pop if you're not interested. Keep it if you are.
She hasn't finished explaining now.
They know the rules. Okay. So
Okay.
let's introduce you properly.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have your name, your age, your occupation?
Yeah. Is it is it before they pop or after they pop?
It's
Okay, so yeah, so no, I do a lot of things and
what do you do? Can you explain what you do?
for who?
We're trying to understand who you are, get to know you.
Oh,
This is
so
the
they
introduction
really
portion.
that first time they really meant it. You people meant it.
Yeah, yeah, love. They meant it. They meant it, and that's horrible because he's a handsome fella, and I'm not even into skinny people like that. You know what I mean? But I'm not superficial like a lot of y'all. So I have dated skinny person because it was more about personality. But anyway, I don't see nothing wrong with him. Now I could see how the accent would throw you off, because there is this stereotype that people with his accent are scammers. And I personally would have definitely popped my balloon when he said he did a lot of things. Because that's not what I asked you. I asked you what did you do. So if it's a lot of things, then you just say all the things you do. But you preempt him with a lot of things is not a good sign, honey. That could lead us more into believing the scammer of it all. Because it sounds like you about to say entrepreneur. And that means broke. Or again, scammer. Something illegal. Something illegal. When they say a lot of things, honey, that means That means that's a red flag. It's a lot of red flags. Yeah, yeah, honey. Speaking of red flags, Florida police officer charged after allegedly not telling his pregnant coworker that he was HIV positive before they had sex. You can't contract it, quote unquote, is what he's saying. And see, I know he's a damn lie. Like, an officer in Pensacola, Florida, was arrested 2 weeks ago after allegations concerning his sex life and disclosure of his sexual health. According to Fox 10, Officer Pierce Cotton was charged with a felony after not disclosing his positive HIV status to his coworker from the Pensacola Police Department. They had been dating since October, despite Cotton still living with the mother of his first child. Now, see how we got so many problems. See how we had so many problems before we had even got to the sexual health component. Number one, my question to the current pregnant coworker. We assuming that Pierce is a possibility for the paternity, right? Okay, my first question is, did you ask him about his HIV status? And no, I'm not trying to make excuses. Trust me, I'm not on Pierce's side with this one. But I'm just curious if you even ask, because straight people or people who are in straight bedroom situations, straight situationships, and have straight physical interactions and stuff, they tend to still be under this impression that HIV is the LGBTQ disease. Yes, even in 2026, with the way that STD and STI rates skyrocket throughout the U.S., they're still under the impression that this is the gay cancer. They failing to realize all the straight people that then passed away from it. Or living with it currently today. Honey, baby. At least one straight person in your project is HIV positive, I promise you. At least one. The numbers is on my side with this one. Straight on my side with this one. So number one, the whole point I'm trying to make is that I want my straight folks out here to start questioning about status. If you queer and you're not questioning people's status, you just stupid. Yeah, y'all, stupidity is real. I know y'all get scared of that word, but it's because so many of y'all are. Yeah, things took a turn when oh no, we didn't even get to the second red flag. Honey, I'm sorry if I scared you, honey. I know a lot of y'all is shell shocked, honey. Even I got PTSD. Honey, we didn't even get to the second red flag. The second red flag is that he is still living with his current baby mother. We ain't even getting on the fact that y'all co-workers and you shouldn't be eating where you my Lord. Things took a turn when the ex found a prescription bottle and contacted the pregnant woman. She apparently urged the woman to get tested, only telling her that she was concerned for her health and that of her unborn child. When Cotton found out about the conversation, he contacted the pregnant woman himself, telling her that he was sick. Oh, we still using the term sick? Y'all don't know how to pronounce HIV? Y'all don't know how to say POZ? I'm not. We still saying sick, even though there are a lot of people who are HIV positive who are healthy, or their current health state is better than some people who are HIV negative. But we still using the term sick. Honey, it's giving denial. Baby, sick. I don't understand. Sick can mean coronavirus. And the other baby mom didn't know either. So Pierce Cotton is just out here slinging, zinging. Honey, baby, slinging the bug. Honey, sweeping the girls right up. Child. When the pregnant woman asked, sick with what, Cotton stated that it was all under control. You can't contract it, he said. Before I explain anything else, I want you to know this part first. I can't transmit it. You don't have it since you've already been tested for it. I made sure I was safe so as to keep you from getting it. You and the baby can't get it from me. Now, this is misleading for my undetectable people. This is extremely misleading. Seroconversion can happen at any point without you being aware. Honey, nobody is getting HIV tested every day. Nobody is getting their T cell count counted every day. It is possible to be undetectable at some point and transmit HIV to your partner at some point. It is. The numbers may be low. It may rarely happen, but it's a possibility. And it's not up to you to determine other people's sexual health. The best thing you can do, and there's no debate about it, the only real thing you could do if you want to be a moral, principled person is be honest with your partners and give them the decision on how they want to protect themselves. Anyway, the woman then contacted the police, leading investigators to find out that he was positive and had allegedly broken the law. The law states it is unlawful for any person who has human immunodeficiency virus infection, meaning it is unlawful for any person who has HIV when such persons know he or she is infected with this disease and when such person has been informed that he or she may communicate this disease to another person through sexual intercourse, to have sexual intercourse with any other person unless such other persons has been informed of this presence of the sexual transmitted disease, consented to the intercourse. Long story short, it is illegal for you to be aware that you are positive and interact with other people sexually without disclosing. It is illegal. You could debate with your mother about it, but you'll still go to jail. And even though Pierce Cotton is the law, it looks like he's being made an example of. So what do you think they would do with you? It's illegal for a reason. Honey, go debate with a lawyer about it, baby. I'm not going to debate morality, honey. Anybody with any form of anything that could be sexually transmitted, if you have going on with you, you owe it to your partners to disclose, baby. And before y'all even get in the comments talking stupid, I tell trans people the same thing. I think it is, even though you can't sexually transmit transness, I do think that it's necessary for us to disclose with sexual partners and give them the option on how they want to move forward, regardless of bottom surgery, regardless of whatever. I feel like it is immoral. But the bigger takeaway is prep, honey. Prep for the straights. Honey, prep for the straights. Honey, if you straight, you better look into it. I suggest you would. Honey, even if you're in a monogamous relationship, because we know how those tend not to be monogamous. I suggest you get on prep, honey. Trust and believe that most people who have been cheated on didn't see it coming. I being one of those people. I've been cheated on before and didn't see it coming when I thought I was in a monogamous relationship. So yeah, I stay prepped and ready. Honey, it comes in the injectable if you're somebody who's not good taking prescription medications. Honey, PSA for everybody's sexual health. PrEP does not have an orientation. PrEP does not have a gender. PrEP yourself. Okay, yeah. Next. This is coming from your cisgender female woman PrEP advocate, straight person herself. This is one of my favorite performances by her. My cousin Tamar Braxton. Yeah, my cousin still got me blocked. But let's get into one of my favorite performances by her. Y'all might have remembered this, honey, when she was singing.
Working every day of the week. Was that the job when no one else was there? Helping you get on your feet. 11 years I sacrificed. And you can leave me at the drop of a dime. Struggle my feet, struggle your
It's the face. It's the face for me.
left your ass a clown
Ah, okay, all right, honey. With her new boobs. Yeah. Waterfall. Come on, Tamar. It be the faces. No, no, no. Uh. I'm not gonna cry. I told y'all that was one of my favorite performances. Yeah, I know it was a hot mess. The hot mess performances is usually the ones I like the most. Y'all see I knew the choreography and everything. Was over here doing the choreography as she was doing it. We was in sync, wasn't we? Like Justin Timberlake, all outside of him trying to walk that line. The insiders will get it. Speaking of insiders and speaking of getting it, trigger warning, honey. Violence, damage, hurt, injury, honey. Warning, warning, trigger, trigger, bang, bang, honey. Chat, this is a PSA on why you should not be trying to steal people's cars. Now, what then happened was this was a car theft attempt gone wrong. Yeah. I don't think you can really steal the car when the people are halfway in it. And this is them, and this is people coming to help to get the attempted thief out of the car. Because that is what's happening, honey. I don't know how it started. I don't know if they was already in the car and the thief had jumped in and it became a tussle, a tug of war. Honey, I don't know. See, he won't get out. They not fighting him. They are not fighting him. They are just trying to make the situation safe. They're trying to restrain him, honey. They are not, as you're going to see, nobody's going to hit him. He's going to be able to get out of the car, honey. You know. Yeah. Yeah. I can understand being upset. They were all highly upset. His light, bright ass really thought. It really gets me when y'all real light skinned people and white people do stuff because y'all show up on camera better. Chat. Honey. Botched robbery. Honey. Botched. Stop trying to steal people's cars. You don't know. You could come across somebody that's crazy like them. Me personally, I can't promise you if I wouldn't have did what they was doing too. It depends on the car. And it depends on where I was at. Because you're not about to leave me stranded just know anywhere. Honey, y'all need to stop trying to steal. And then these black on black crimes, y'all the reason we can't get nowhere, niggas. Honey, I know he was red as a Georgia peach, honey. I know that he look like his toes is pink, but he's Negro. It's a shame, honey. We gonna say that they straight. We gonna blame this on straight. I know they probably some of them probably weren't straight, but we gonna say that they was, honey. We putting that one on straight people. Y'all got another demote, honey. -2 points. -2 points. Honey.
Jasmine.
Child, honey. Y'all get ready to lose some more points, straight people, thanks to Jasmine. Did y'all hear about Jasmine? Did y'all hear about Jasmine case? This was about 2 years ago. What did this say? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July 19th, 2023. Jasmine, let me refresh your memory.
Jasmine Bias facing criminal charges for allegedly trying to hire someone for $3,000 to kill her young child.
She's 18. She went on a website to hire a hitman.
To kill her 3-year-old son.
What?
To kill her own child?
That website is rentahitman.com. Robert Inez created it for a cybersecurity project, but over the years it received criminal solicitations. This week it was allegedly from Bias.
The ability to research names and addresses and verify that the intent.
First of all, I've never been able to forget Jasmine because it was the rent a hitman for me. Honey, this dummy, see, I told y'all stupidity still exists. This dummy trusted rentahitman.com. Now, the feds is tracing our damn phones. You don't think that they was aware of rentthehitman.com? You big dummy.
Intended target lived at a particular address. That to me is a red flag. I mean, if that information is corroborated, then obviously there's something more that needs.
And gave her real information. And gave the real information for her real 3-year-old child. Now, honey, we talk about hell and heaven likely not existing over here, right? But baby, we need to find a hell to put Jasmine in. If it's not one there, it needs to be created. And y'all say God loves everybody. I don't believe it. I'm not convinced. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry.
Looked at, and that's why I referred it.
Bias allegedly explained in an online form she wanted a hitman to get something done once and for all, adding she wanted the boy taken away far, far away and possibly killed by Thursday. Bias allegedly sent recent pictures of what the baby looked like, and out of the thousands of requests Robert gets a day, he knew this one was real because of how specific she was. He called police.
Jasmine was one of the few on rentahitman.com that actually put in a real request, because most people are smart enough to know not to trust rentahitman.com.
But apparently Miami-Dade didn't believe him at first.
They were not interested. They sent me an email saying that
the police didn't even believe that somebody was stupid.
Hey, if I contacted them one more time, they were going to send me a cease and desist letter.
Eventually, a detective was put on the case. The officer texted Bias, acting like the hitman, and she allegedly agreed to pay him $3,000 for the job. The woman was later arrested, and she allegedly confessed.
No contact with this child, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing.
Now, we know that the problem wasn't her being able to feed the child, because she had $3,000 to pay a hitman. She could at least fed the child for another month at minimum, even if she had to use half of that money to pay her rent. I know you.
By telephone or through third parties.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow
A Miami mother who tried to hire a hitman.
Get ready. Get ready, honey. This is the update.
A Miami mother who tried to hire a hitman to kill her own 3-year-old son will not serve time behind bars. 20-year-old Jasmine Baez admitted she solicited the murder of her son through a parody website called rentahitman.com. Records show Baez submitted photos of her toddler and details on where he could be found, prompting this website owner to call police. Baez was arrested in July of 2023, but she pleaded guilty to soliciting murder, unlawful use of communication device, and tampering with evidence. Baez was sentenced to 2 years of house arrest, followed by 12 years of probation. According to attorneys, the mother's parental rights were terminated in dependency court, and the child was adopted by his maternal grandmother.
Child, think all things good, honey. Praise Allah for grandmothers. If it wasn't for Abuela, a lot of us would be in deep right now. Praise the Lord. Child, honey. Now, my question is, how the hell did Jasmine get away with this? It had to be an insanity play. It had to be an insanity play. Let me ask AI. I didn't think to do this before the show started. But let me ask AI, how did Jasmine... Oh, Jasmine. How did Jasmine... What's going on here? How did Jasmine get... Oh. No, not that. Let me see, y'all. We got to see how Jasmine got off. How did... get off? Because we want her to go back to jail. Yeah, yes. How did she get out of jail? Here we go. Here we go. AI. What she said. She avoided a potential 40-year prison sentence by reaching a plea agreement with prosecutors. On March 23rd, 2026, she pleaded guilty to solicitation of first-degree murder, unlawful use of communication device, and tampering with evidence. I'm so confused because I'm confused. Ain't y'all trying to get rid of the murders and stuff? Ain't y'all trying to get rid? Ain't y'all trying to get rid of the homicidal maniacs? And here you had one that was brown, and you let her go. I know you lie. Crazy cock-faced cooter does not need to be free on these streets. You're a crooked face. She does not need to be free on these streets. Somebody looked at her and felt sorry for her. And that's why they let Jasmine out. And I'm not here for it. Honey, beauty is only skin deep, honey. Just because she's deformed does not give her the right. I know. Y'all keep y'all eyes out for Jasmine. Yes. I'm going to keep it moving before I get canceled again.
And that
while we here on unbelievable news stories of the day. Yep, it starts with a quadruple amputee being an all-star professional athlete. Get into it.
Includes Washington, where people travel from all across the country to compete against the best cornhole throwers. Includes some local men and women. WNCT's Zora Stevenson has more on how one Maryland teen is now a part of the Beaufort County family.
Yes, here for the cornhole tournament, hanging out with good people, great friends. No,
just an absolute inspiration.
I feel like it's a blessing from God that I'm like this, because I help people get through their day without even doing anything special.
Dayton Weber may not look like you and I. All his limbs were amputated when he was just a baby. But when it comes to cornhole, no one notices the difference.
I just do everything everybody else does.
The Maryland Cornhole State champ spent his holiday here.
All for cornhole.
In Washington, North Carolina.
This is where the greatest throwers in cornhole are.
Our state is home to some of the best cornhole players in the world. The reigning world champion is from Martin County.
Oh.
In order to be the best, you have to play the best.
Oh, really?
Cornhole is about more than throwing a bean bag into a hole. It's about community.
I think cornhole is really just throwing the beanbag into a hole. But yeah, you know, getting to our boy. Beating the odds, right? Honey, no Special Olympics needed for him, honey. You can't compete with him, able-bodied, right?
Welcome back in here to Live Now from Fox. I am Andy Mack. The unbelievable headline of all unbelievable headlines: as a professional cornhole player with no arms and no legs is accused of murder in Maryland. You can see this from our Fox 5 DC partners there.
Yes, I'm from Maryland. No, I'm not claiming him.
In Charles County, as Dayton James Weber of La Plata is accused of shooting and killing Bradrick Michael Wells during an argument. Let's take you out right now.
Yes, the quadriplegic was spraying, gunning people.
To our Fox 5 team on this report.
In the investigation, but there is no evidence at this point to suggest anybody else was involved in the shooting, and that he acted alone on this.
Now watch closely. You're looking at the man accused of murder in this case. Video from his TikTok page titled "No Hands, No Feet, Shooting 9mm Handgun."
Are you gagging?
His name is Dayton James Weber, a 27-year-old quadruple amputee and professional cornhole player.
Are you gagging? I don't know why y'all gagging at white people and their ability with firearms at this point.
This all started around 10:30 last night when La Plata police officers were flagged down by two witnesses near Radio Station Road. Charles County Sheriff's investigators say Weber was the driver when he shot and killed his front seat passenger.
Driving and aiming effectively. With not a hand or a foot in sight.
Then asked those in the backseat to help get rid of the body. They refused, got out of the car, and alerted police. Weber took off with the victim in the car, identified as 27-year-old Bradrick Wells. 2 hours later, and about 15 miles away, Wells's body was found dumped in someone's front yard in Charlotte Hall, Maryland. Soon.
If you didn't know that we was living in the upside down, I hope you're aware now. Okay. Yeah, it got to be assimilation at this point, honey. Somebody is playing us in a video game and we just have consciousness. I don't know what's happening.
Soon after, Weber's car was tracked to a gas station in Charlottesville, Virginia. He was found at a hospital nearby and arrested after his release.
I think the witnesses helping really gave us a good start, obviously, and then it was excellent police work with not only our detectives and La Plata Police, but also the authorities in Virginia.
All right, we're going to continue to follow this as this professional cornhole player, a quadruple amputee, accused of murder in Maryland. Of course, Weber was located by police in a hospital in Charlottesville, Virginia, arrested and charged as a fugitive from justice. He'll be extradited to Charles County, charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, as well as other charges. So
Honey, this is just an example of why I don't give disabled people no leeway. Y'all know that I am technically on paper disabled myself. Yes, I still have a hard time admitting it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Child. This is where you want to be this Halloween. If you didn't know, we going to Thailand. And I need a break. I need a break from the US. I need a break from the foolishness. I need a break from it all. And I need 17 seconds to get my life together. So I'm going to play the longer commercial for y'all today. Baby, you don't want to miss this trip. Halloween in Thailand, hosted by Bre Starr. 7 days of food, nightlife, culture, relaxation, celebration, and fun. From the streets of Bangkok to the mountains of Chiang Mai, we will be going on a culinary tour across Thailand. We're doing some adult trick-or-treating in Asia. For some, it's going to be more tricking. For others, it's going to be more treating. 4-star accommodations, 7 days of food, relaxation, fun, celebration in another nation. A time will be had, and this is a time you don't want to miss. Everything you want and need in a vacation is already included in this trip. Click the link in my bio for more details to see the full itinerary and learn exactly why you shouldn't miss this trip. Payment plan options available as well. Come with me on a life-changing, breathtaking journey, an experience you'll never forget. Book your spot now, honey, before it's too late. Book your spot now, honey. And I'm so gagged that we just got to keep it going. Child, we just got to keep it. Baby, you know when it's time to hear about that Thailand trip, we at the halfway mark. Yes, it's still. I swear to y'all, all I did was open my phone today. All I did was open my phone, honey. And it's a lot of stuff that we're not even covering. Because it's too cereal. We ain't cereal today. Honey, we ain't cereal. But I do want to try cereal in Thailand. Honey, I'm sure somewhere we go, they're going to end up having cereal. I'm just curious how cereal is there. I do want to, not like no kiddie cereal. I'm talking about like, like some oatmeal, some grits, something like that. I want to see what it's giving. I want to see, if they put dragon fruit in it or something. I'm excited. My fat ass. Honey, yes. Honey. Child, I'm going to have to double on my crunches, honey, before we go. Because my fat ass, honey, clothes going to be too small by the time we get back. Anyway, let's get back into the Kiki.
Thawed seafood labeled.
We got an update. We got an update on Mama Tina Gumbalina. Honey, we got an update on Mama Tina at the radio. Honey. Apparently, the health department is speaking. I'm going to get my shirt so I can get off here. Get into the update.
Thawed seafood labeled keep frozen and gumbo that inspectors say was stored in a freezer at an unlicensed off-site location. That's what's in these records that we obtained about the temporary shutdown of Mama Tina's Gumbo at the Houston Rodeo. According to the complaint, the customer ate gumbo in the afternoon and later reported vomiting, chills, nausea, and fever. She even said she was throwing up blood. Health department records say inspectors learned the gumbo was cooled, put into buckets, then taken off-site to be frozen, before coming back to the rodeo site to thaw for service without any documentation showing safe cooling and storage times. Inspectors also wrote they observed shrimp and crab labeled keep frozen that were no longer frozen. Any of the food that wasn't frozen had to be discarded. The records say operators were cooperative and inspectors returned March 17th for a pre-opening check. The report says they swapped from a refrigerator trailer to a freezer trailer. Food was frozen solid and gumbo would be made on site daily. We haven't been told if the health department received any other complaints of people feeling sick after eating the gumbo.
Well, that's the update. What I did here was that some violations were found, and there were some simple violations. Anybody who's ever worked in food service, you understand that you keep track, especially when you're using meats, seafoods, things that could carry salmonella, E. coli, simple stuff like how to wash canned vegetables to avoid botulism and stuff like that. Long story short is I got the impression that Mama Tina was making some mistakes. It sounds like she had jumped in, honey. It sounds like she had jumped into the rodeo, honey, and was like, yes, I'm here for it. Yes, we get ready to make a point. Honey, I know the people going to come and get the gumbo, and the people surely did. Baby, it became the talk of the rodeo, and not Nair horse was in the stable. Honey, not in Mama Tina's stable. Baby, maybe it was some stallions over there. Maybe she did have some stallions in that kitchen. But anyway, yeah, minor mistakes to be expected with a first timer working in food service. So it wasn't enough for them to shut her down completely. But I'm sure they got a point out of Mama Tina, honey. I'm sure she had to pay some fines, honey. It's going to be some people that's going to have to get some certifications and stuff. Honey, Mama Tina, I ain't worked in food service since I was in college, honey, but I had got that cert when I was in high school, and I can always recert. Mama, yes, I will, honey. And we're going to have to talk about that gumbo recipe, but I'm going to have to try it first because, like I said before, I don't know if the people is hating on Mama Tina or if it really tastes like boiled water. I don't know. But Mama Tina, your girl is here. The Puss is here. And I know I got to sign the NTA. I'm fine with it, honey. I don't talk bad about y'all over here. No way, honey. Nobody except that damn Jules. What's going on?
Do you prefer white guys or black?
Yeah. I believe that this is the final tea, but y'all see the name of this video. Y'all see the name of the video. The name of the video is Talk Tuesday because it's Tuesday and I felt like talking my shit. So this is really when it's about to get talked. We about to kiki and cackle. Yes, we are. I am anyway. You might get upset, but I'm a kiki and cackle. As we discuss racism and gay dating. This is how I got started.
Do you prefer white guys or black guys?
100% white. Don't like black at all.
Why white?
That's the most attractive race.
Why not black?
Yeah, just not into them at all. There's some exceptions. Like I could maybe sleep with them. It's very picky though. Very low chance.
What? Ho. It's so many things to unpack.
Do you prefer white guys or black guys?
100% white. Don't like black at all.
Why white?
That's the most attractive race.
Why not black?
White's the most attractive race. Okay.
Yeah, just not into them at all. There's some exceptions. Like I could maybe sleep with them.
But you do fetishize and you would exploit black men sexually. Okay.
It's very picky though. Very low chance.
Do you prefer?
Very low chance. No real reason for why he's not attracted to black guys other than the fact that, white is the most attractive race. Okay. But will sexually exploit them. Oof. Child. Honey, y'all know my partner is white passing, and we'll get into that. But trust and believe, I never would spend the company or be around a white person like this, knowing that they felt like this. A white person who says things like this disgusts me. But one of the main reasons it disgusts me, not only is it because it's not only is it because it's wrapped in bigotry and anti-blackness and racism, but it's just pure ignorance. Yo looks like a whole Jonah Hill before picture. You are literally proving the point that white people are not the most attractive race. You yourself, the one talking, the one with the preference. Baby, but we know that's bullshit just by the black people that we know. Him by himself, he could shut this whole conversation down. Period. Like we're done. We're done there. And he's an average looking black guy, to be honest. We all know a Michael B. Jordan. Anybody who comes outside and spends time in the black community, yeah. You know, black men tend to be built like this naturally. They don't even really have to work out. If they play a sport, it's over. The body is going to be immaculate, honey. And let's not get on skin. Let's not get on aging slower. Let's not get on when the masculinity is embodied, it's invoked and it reeks and it fills the room. Baby, most attractive white, I know that's funny. Honey, let's get into the lance of it all. Just a glance at it all. Baby, white people, the most attractive race, I know you lost your mind. Honey, I don't even think ASAP is attractive, but he's universally considered by white people standards. Like, these are people that I'm finding by white people standards who y'all consider attractive. Next case, honey, one of the most rich and powerful women in the world, rich and powerful women of color in the world, honey, she chose him. Baby, in this one, oh, especially in his prime. And we ain't even talk about nobody light skin. We don't have to when you're talking about black beauty. It's represented well when it's extremely melanated. I think LeBron James is a handsome guy. And again, I think most people would consider him mid, but I remember doing polls online myself, and even amongst straight white guys, LeBron James was picked as a crush. Oh, it was amongst straight guys, but even amongst white guys, LeBron James was picked as a crush. Baby, and since we talk about athletes, Michael back in the day, whew, child. And since we back in the day, D'Angelo, he's one that everybody, or most people, I think, still agree on today. Honey, rest in peace to D'Angelo. But since we back in the day, honey, let's talk about now. And again, these are in white people's publications. I found these polls, right? And every one of these white polls, now they got United Kingdom in the top 5. You know that's a damn lie. But even by somebody who's telling this damn lie, Brazil is always going to be in the top 5. Again, by white people standards, Brazil is always going to be in the top 5. Again, by white people standards, Brazil is always going to be in the top 5, honey. Now, Brazil, if you don't know, has the highest African population, African descendant population, outside of the continent of Africa. Don't know if you knew that. But yeah, Brazilians typically look like this. And these are by white people standards, Brazilians. And these are the white people, these are the Brazilians who white people find attractive. They pay them to model, give them contracts. Child, honey. This is what Brazil be giving. This is what Brazil be giving. Honey, melanated even when it's ambiguous. This is what Brazil be giving. This is the beauty that we think about and we appreciate, honey, when we think of Brazil. That is in y'all's top 5, even amongst y'all other white countries. Baby. We ain't even got on the motherland. Not every man in this picture is unattractive, honey. Some more attractive than others. Honey, some it depends on your type. But honey, I think even taking black people out of the conversation, I think that Indians ain't to be slept on when it comes to physical attractiveness. I think Indian men ain't even to be slept on. You feel me? But ultimately, the point is, how can you say that you're not attracted to black people and you're primarily attracted to white people? When science is telling us that white people came from black people, and even today there are black people who pass for white. Black looks like everything. So that's the real ignorance of it all. The fact that you could throw the black race out there as just a throwaway. When really any type of person that you're attracted to, any ethnicity you think about, there are black people who could look like that, pass for that commonly. Half the time, y'all can't even tell white people from black people. But you're not really attracted to white. You're not really attracted to black people, but you'll sleep with them, honey. But this is to be expected, you know. Y'all saw the caption, dating on Grindr. So, baby, I ain't gonna throw the community away, honey, without giving y'all a hand to lift you up, right? That's to be expected with Grindr. Based on my analysis, honey, Grindr seems to be a more white-centered platform. It's predominantly more white people per capita logged in, signs in. Honey, we know how the Republicans love Grindr. So it's more about being attracted to white people and white people being showcased on Grindr. The idea that I've analyzed from doing my data, doing my research on Grindr. Jack seems to be more black-centered. But you're going to have a little bit of everybody on there just because black people, we are not the majority. So it's a lot of people who are attracted to black people. A lot of guys who are attracted to black guys on chats. A lot of guys who are attracted to white guys are on Grindr. Honey, and you have your outliers, honey. You'll have your little queer moments on all the spaces, honey. But where the queers really shine and the platform that really seems to be for the queers is her Tammy. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. I still don't know how to pronounce it. Tammy, honey. I don't know if she's Korean, honey. I don't know if she's K-pop, honey. But Tammy seems to be where the queers flourish more, where the bisexuals and the trans folks and the non-binaries, honey, that's probably going to be a better dating option for you. And we just talking about social media, right? Keep in mind, I do recommend dating outside of social media and the internet, honey. Social media shouldn't even be your top choice for exhausting all possibilities and truly wanting to find your person, honey. Her is the app that's very sapphic. It's very AFAB focused, very woman centered, very femme centered. You definitely will find your trans femmes on there, your trans women on there as well. But yeah, her is more about queer femmes being celebrated and people attracted to queer femmes. In doing my research, I hated my experience on her. I hated the fact that there were so many masculine cis dudes on there. Like, ew, I was reporting them, and I recommend reporting them too. Like, yeah, masculine cis dudes that didn't even identify as queer. Like, don't y'all have the rest of the whole world to date, like, and to find femmes? Like, get out of here, honey. Again, that was her, honey. I personally recommend, if you're dating online and if online is a primary option for you because of disability or access, I'd recommend the regular social medias, the more popular social medias, the universal social medias. Everybody's on there. A lot more people per capita, which means a lot more queer people per capita, based on radius. Yeah, your regular social medias, your Facebook datings, your IGs, your TikToks, wherever you just naturally gravitate to, whatever app you're on the most. Yeah, that's you can date through social media apps. A lot of people do. I don't think Gen Z even know how to introduce themselves to people in person. But yeah, regular social media apps is what I recommend. And I recommend this because you're more likely to see you're likely to see the most authentic version of a person on a universal social media app, because they're less likely to be putting on their persona. They're less likely to be giving you the representative. And of course, they're going to be giving an online representative, period. But that's the same representative that you would get if you dated them in a traditional way, or if you met them in any other traditional way. They're gonna, try and look their best, smell their best, all of that. The main thing that you have to worry about when dating online is catfish and being perceived as a catfish. So, blank profile, if that's you, mm-mm. No, you need to open that thing up. You need to post something on there. You need to post something on there. The blank profile ain't working. It's giving catfish. It's giving creep. The one post, the no post, the one post you could get away with if it's Instagram. If you doing one post and you occasionally post a story, or if you just got like one or two pictures of yourself on there, but everything else is like quotes or something, that's decent. That's something that gives us the impression that, one, you ain't got nothing to hide, because the private profiles are giving you got something to hide, or you saying too much, you saying things on your profile that you're ashamed of, in my opinion, honey, baby. If you want to date, honey, just make the profile unprivate for a while, make it public for a while, while you want to date anyway. You know what I mean? Open it up a little bit, post time on there. Because it's giving creep. It's giving weirdo, honey. It's giving hiding in the bushes. It's giving. That's, you got to keep in mind that, honey, you might think and you might know that you have good intentions, but everybody else don't know you, baby. And yes, there are a lot of risks that come with being public on the internet. But at the end of the day, if somebody really wants to know something about you, if they really want to find you, they can find you even from a blank profile. I've shown y'all that on TikTok several times. And there's other content creators who continue to do it every day. It ain't that serious, honey. You taking risks by walking around in America, honey, where the Second Amendment is real. Okay? If you want to date and if online is your last option, honey, personality traits linked to that private profile is very likely a reason why you don't have a lot of options, honey. Post something on there. Again, you don't have to post nothing identifiable. You don't have to post your real name. You don't have to post where you really live, but just post something that let people know that you exist, that you alive, that you're real, that you're not pretending to be somebody else, and that you ain't got nothing to hide, even though we know people always have something to hide. Me included, I don't tell y'all every damn thing. You lost your damn mind. But yeah, honey, thanks for attending my TED Talk. Hope you appreciated my professional advice. Yeah, the dating part, I'm professional on that. Yeah, I specialize in sexuality and gender, and a huge part of sexuality is romance and dating. Yes, I have been a dating coach, marriage coach, counselor, all of those things. Yes, yes, yes. Honey, hey Jade. Jade171, you look new here. Welcome, welcome. This is the first time I'm recognizing that name that I can recall anyway, but you know I'll be off the bill because it's real bad. Welcome, welcome. Baby, y'all auntie need to stop wearing that shake and go. Talk about leaving y'all auntie alone. Y'all auntie need to stop wearing that shake and go, honey. That is a shake and disaster, honey, baby, honey. That's a shake, rattle, roll. I don't know who she thinks she is with that wig on. But when she wear that wig, she's not my auntie. She could be y'all auntie, and I still love her down, honey. She ain't gotta be my auntie for me to love her. Honey, baby, I love her down to that bottom row. But honey, that wig got to go. Honey, not at the train stop. Somebody tell Iyanla to come fix that wig, honey. Baby, Iyanla been bald headed since the 90s, honey, and she still be velcroing pieces to her head better than Auntie. Auntie knows she could do better than that, honey. Queens have a reputation to uphold, and Auntie is messing it up for everybody. I'm sorry, y'all got distracted. The CD shoes. You like the CD shoes? You like the CD shoes, honey? The CD shoes was for you, honey. Well, I'm still trying to figure out, like, whose CD was it? Was it a Michael Jackson CD that made them shoes? Like, what kind of CD was it, y'all? Honey, do people still buy CDs, honey? I know me. I still like buying records, like an actual record, an album. Yeah, I like buying vinyl. I like buying vinyl, but I don't buy no CD. Honey, I damn sure ain't buying no CD shoes if they not Christian Dior, honey, or some other. I mean, they would have to be an over CD shoe, to be honest, because I wear some off-brand knockoff, honey, Walmart dollar store shit real quick. Honey, the CD shoe, you live for the CD. The CDs was a little dusty. Honey, on the CD shoe video, the girls had said that they looked like they was doing Tina together. That the person who posted it, honey, and the person who was in the video, they look like they could see them doing Tina together. Hey Armani. Hey Armani. Say. She knew she deserved better. Not a Chick-fil-A. Honey, you got to love that for a black woman when she understands the assignment. Honey, I'm telling you, when black women understand the assignment, we are dangerous. That's why we are so commonly dangerous. Honey, y'all see the numbers when it comes to education and black women. Y'all better stop playing. And black women, y'all better stop playing with me because I contribute to those numbers. Stop playing, honey. She knew she deserved better, honey. Proposing to a TS in Chick-fil-A is crazy. Honey, baby, proposing to any LGBT in Chick-fil-A is nuts. Honey, it's a bit psychotic to me that the LGBT still work there, and they work there in droves, honey. They usually the damn manager. I think they got a nerve to be anti-gay, and I believe that Chick-fil-A, honey, part of the requirement of owning one of the Chick-fil-A's is you got to be into the trade. It got to be into the things. You got to have had your legs up in the swing or something before, honey. Yes, proposing to a TS at Chick-fil-A is nut work, honey. Fix my screen. Ain't nothing wrong with this screen. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, honey. Child, I told y'all, honey. We over here. We winging it. We winging it, honey. We winging it, honey. As we go along. No, but it gives character. It gives character. The technical difficulties gives character. It's going to have to be a character in the show because, honey, it's going to be technical difficulties until we can hire a crew outside of ours. Just me and our mom. Okay. Shall talk about a technical difficulty. He was appalled about them balloons. He was appalled about them balloons, honey. He's still gagging. He's still gagging about them balloons. It was a skit. It was a skit. He be on Godfrey channel. He's a good actor. He's a good actor. Thank you, Poverty, honey. Thank you, Tit for Tat, honey. Y'all look near. Y'all look near. Shout out to y'all, honey. Of course, shout out to Vixie, Trixie, Xv, honey. Yes, honey. In here deeply. In here deeply, honey. What's going on, Jay? Honey. So many red flags. You said so many red flags. So many red flags, and the girls always ignore the red flags, honey, but always want to blame upon. And always want an excuse to hate a tranny. Don't they? Don't say, honey, they just hate it. They just hate the fact that we exist, honey. Naquandra is on somebody's cell block right now being mad that we exist, honey. Is somebody watching right now that's mad that I exist, honey? All you can do is pray for them because they tragic. They tragic. Yes, Jay, sometimes everybody agree with the HIV positive couple. Sometimes, excuse me. Tit for tat. That's interesting. You would think he knows the law governing HIV disclosure in certain states. He does likely know the law. I had to take that back because we see every day on body cams that police don't be knowing the law. But and be taught the false law, be trained in fake law. Made up law. Child, oh my God. I'm embarrassed that I belched on camera. Honey, I couldn't hold it this time. I usually hide them from y'all. A good silent. Just keep in mind, this is the first time that didn't happen in how many years I done been on it? Child. Jasmine. Somebody need to swell up the other side of Jasmine's face, I think. We don't condone violence over here at the Fairy Puss, honey. But somebody need to swell up the other side of Jasmine's face, even it out. Honey, I don't care if you use saline silicone. Honey. Honey. Jasmine needs to be in a psych ward, for real. Jesus. Honey. The judge did not lock her ass up. Nope. Aces, you said that was in Florida? It was in Florida? She did 2 years for calling a hit on a child. Asa said that was in Florida. Yes, I did ask AI that, Armani, because you would have took too long if I asked you to look it up. You would have took too long looking it up. And honey, I didn't have the time to do the research. So this is when AI comes in handy. Child, we can't beat it, join it. What is the point of me being mad about something I'm not going to be able to control? Honey, I'm just hoping that I get all the rest of my good years in before they take over. And we be the pets. That's my only request. That's my only request before I get up out of here, honey. Didn't he take somebody's life? You say he took his girlfriend's life? Who you talking about, Pierce? Who took somebody's life? Who took somebody's life? You knew what was coming. You knew what was coming, Armani. Oh, you had clocked. You had clocked that the man with no hands had did all that shooting and had did the whole drive by. The man with no hands and feet did a whole drive by. Yes, he did, Lord Jesus, and had other people in the car that could have done the driving or the shooting for him, but he said that he's a renegade. Yes, this is how white people are in America. And I can't even promise you that this ain't the type of family that my partner comes from. Armani, you better not laugh. Yes, he did. He did take people out. They said his girlfriend. Oh my God. Yeah, driving and aiming. I don't know how he was driving and aiming at the same time, honey. That is hard for an able-bodied person. Honey, that takes tactical training. Honey, but you got to keep in mind he was a champion cornholer, so I guess if he could aim a bean bag, he can aim a firearm. It's not too much. It's not too much. This is the world that y'all live in. Everybody in the chat talk about it's too much. It's too much. Turn it off. No, this is the world that y'all create. What's up, Miss Box? This is the world that y'all create every day that I turn on my phone. Not here for it, because a lot of y'all is watching because you was featured at some point. He's not winning the case. He's not winning the case. Damn, honey. No arms, no legs, and he's still not winning that damn case. Head, shoulders, no knees, no toes in a jail cell. I know you. Yeah, baby, you don't want to miss this trip, honey. You don't. We in. Honey, hey, Shantae. Oh, we got some newbies in the building tonight, and y'all is chatting. Honey, I like when it's verbal. I like when it's verbal. Yes, honey, we jiggle when it's verbal over here. And it gave me a kink. And the kink got a kink. Let me get up off of here. I wanted to kiki and cut up with y'all, honey. I hope you enjoyed your time with the boss. Honey, please enjoy your time with me more often. Come over here. Honey, baby. I'm going to be kikiing. Worst you going to catch me is in a good mood. Honey, baby, yes, because I enjoy being here with you. And I enjoy you being here with me. Absolutely, honey. No, I'm not cock-eyed. I'm talking to two different screens. Honey. Yeah. Love you down. Thank you for being here. Subscribe so that we could spend more time together. Like the video so that it helps out with an indie media producer like myself. Don't forget to share this video with somebody else who lives for a tea, lives for a kiki, lives for a cackle session. Because if I can't provide nothing else, I know damn sure, honey, I can provide you with that, honey. And if not, I'm providing it for myself, honey, because I sit back and edit and kiki my damn self. About to start getting AI to do that too because Armani don't seem to be great at it. Yes, I'm criticizing you publicly, but you know I love you dearly because you are great at many other things. Video editing, you do not have to be the best at that. Honey, you produce the content. I edit it. Look, you got me hitting my mic. Honey, yeah, I had to save it, y'all, because y'all know that's Ike. Y'all know he Ike. Honey, but let me get out of here, honey, before I end up messing up my contract, honey, ruining the contract or something, or saying something to get me canceled. Honey, until next time, peace, love, and blessings to you and yours. And go and check out the merch. Link is in the description.